Thank you for calling the Christian Singles Tech Support Hotline. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Well, hey there, Chrissy. Nice to meet you. How may I be of service? Okay. Right. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to summarize and repeat back just to make sure I'm understanding your dilemma. You were listening to somebody on social media who said they were a Christian relationship coach, and they said that God will show you your soulmate by bringing you both through similar challenges to signify your bond. Is that right? Okay. And did they happen to mention any scriptures that back that up? Philippians 4:13. Okay, that's a start. Let's go there. Let me just pull that up. Philippians 4:13. Here we go. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. So I'm not able to connect what you said with that verse. Are you sure that's the right one? Okay, let me pull up the whole chapter here. Let's back it up a little bit. So I'll start at verse 10. I rejoiced greatly in the Lord that at last you renewed your concern for me. Indeed, you were concerned, but you had no opportunity to show it. I'm not saying this because I'm in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Okay, this was the passage. Yeah, okay. And they said that this is how God shows your soulmate by bringing you through challenges, similar challenges, okay, to signify your bond. Okay, well, let me ask you this. Anywhere in this passage or anywhere in this chapter, is it talking about spouses? No. Does it mention the word soulmate anywhere? Not that you can find? No? Okay, I can't find it either. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. So it doesn't seem to be talking about marriage. It doesn't seem to be talking about spouses. It doesn't mention the word soulmate anywhere. And Paul is just talking about learning to be content regardless of his circumstance, and that it's God that gives him his strength to get through any circumstance. Gosh, Chrissy, you know what? I don't want to badmouth anybody, talk bad about anybody. It would seem, though, that in this case, whoever the teacher was that you were listening to, yeah, they may have stained glass-itis. Yeah, well, so around the office here, we refer to stained glass-itis as this condition where people tend to read the Bible through a colored lens. It seems to be colored either by society or the denomination that the teacher grew up in or their family, but they read something into the scripture that when you really think about it, it doesn't quite seem to be there. Yeah, I know. But hey, not to worry. It's totally okay, totally normal. We see it quite often. It's probably one of the most common things we find. I'll tell you what, if you have just a couple more minutes, let me transfer you over to the Tier 2 support. They will be able to get you a lot of resources, specific scriptures that do have to do with marriage and spouses and that sort of thing, and some really solid teaching. Would that sound okay? Yeah? Okay, great. So just before I transfer you, if you get disconnected from them, you can dial them back directly, okay? 555-555-5555, extension 5. That'll put you right directly through to somebody in the Tier 2. All right. Well, you know what? God bless, and I hope you all the best in your journey on finding a spouse. Okay. Take care, Chrissy. Bye.